Good morning, everybody. Well, it's been quite a few days since my last video vlog went out. I think the last one went out was from my car using my iPhone, where we did some reminiscing on the year 1970. Today I just want to talk a little bit about my current plans in terms of the vlog. What I'm going to be doing, shifting around with it to try and improve it and make it even more entertaining. Not that it's entertaining at the moment, but to try and make it a little bit more entertaining. Well, I am going to be continuing with my South Africa's future. That will continue as news goes on. There's nothing out in there at the moment, but there will be something coming out towards the end of this month, February. I'm also going to be continuing my vlog on Poland, and that will go on. And obviously my social activities will still continue to go out, and talks and things. I talk about history of and things that we did in our school days for all those Lindisfarnians out there. I'm going to be putting another vlog together on me as a foreigner preparing to go and live in the Philippines, because there has been quite a lot of vlogs and video productions out there on YouTube on people from around the world, well, mainly from the United States and Europe, that have gone over there to the Philippines and set up sort of home life over there in the Philippines. Usually people who have sort of reached retirement or semi-retirement age, that in some cases they're looking for a new life altogether for the very first time, and in other cases they're just resettling back there with their families after spending most of their life away from the Philippines. So I'm going to be putting a vlog together about myself as a foreigner going. Obviously I've been to the Philippines many times, as you know, with Richie, my wife, being from the Philippines, and some of the children born there, and so we've all got very strong connections as a family with the Philippines anyway. But what I want to do is do a vlog on things to be aware of. It's more to give some guidance to people who are looking at moving to the Philippines for the first time, who want to weigh it up in terms of what it's all about over there, because there are some real cases where things have gone seriously wrong for people who have moved to the Philippines. In most of these cases they've followed bad advice, they haven't done their research correctly, and they haven't gone out there and done a recce for the first time. They've just gone out there on their own thinking they're going to meet someone over there who's going to be the perfect partner for them, and they're going to be able to set up home and it's all going to be wonderful. Well, that's taking a bit of a chance. No matter where you get it, if you doing that in any country, that could be a risk. So let's be honest, that doesn't just happen in the Philippines. But I want to cover the what's required really in going as a foreigner to the Philippines, what you need to do, how you should do it, the best way about going about it, and obviously then doing it. Like I said, there are many videos out there. Some are very, very good, and some are a little bit basic. I've been out to the Philippines many times over the years, and like I said, it's my second home. But it is my intention to go out there and live on a permanent basis in the very near future. Now, the question people may ask now is why? Why would I want to go out and live in the Philippines? And that's the first question I will answer. Well, I like it. It's quite simply because I've been out there and experienced it, and been to many different locations in the Philippines, and the fact I do have family over there, which are the friendly faces I love, you have that's the need, and it balanced with what I do in the UK. In the UK, it's cold for half of the year. It's more expensive. So as a as a pensioner, my income will go a lot further in the Philippines than it will in the UK. It goes without saying. And then there's all I suppose regulation, if we want to call it that, which is very much more constructed in the UK. Some of it might be very good regulation. I'm not saying it's all regulation is bad, but there is so much regulation, and so much, in my opinion, which is unnecessary regulation. I like being a Brit. I have fond locations within the UK. I'm not anti-UK or anything like that at all. But I do find it more and more difficult to understand why certain things are done in certain ways in the UK, why we have to spend so much money on certain things. What are the reasons? Why? It doesn't cost that much, so why do we have to spend so much money on it? A regulation that requires a lot of money to be spent on it. I've talked about refuse removal and things like that in the past. It's to me, it's crazy. I guess the other thing I get frustrated with, and I suppose Brexit has brought this out of me more than anything else, I think we tend to over-exaggerate so much and try and put too much faith and trust in our politicians as being the answer, and we know they're not the answer. Now, they're everywhere. I'm not saying the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. Of course it's not. Everyone's got their good points and bad points, and the leaders in this country are no different to the leaders in the Philippines. Mr. Duterte in the Philippines has got his critics, like Mrs. May in the UK. But I'm not. I'm not knocking Britain or the UK any more than I'd want to knock the Philippines. Both have been good to me in that respect. But I just think as one gets older, and one has, to limit one's costs, as one's not working all the time, one wants to spend time enjoying life under the sun, and being in an environment where you can do that. And it's not such an easy location, the UK, to do those things. So that's anyway. So the video I'm going to be putting together will be called "Getting Ready to Become a Foreigner in the Philippines." It's a title that I think may sound a bit odd, but because there are so many foreigner titles out there for the Philippines, I just thought it would be an easier way of capturing the audience that it's looking at. Yeah, and the sort of things I'll be doing on this video will be things like how I cook Filipino dishes, because yes, I do cook Filipino food myself. Yes, of course my wife does, and it's my wife who has been my teacher in Philippine cooking. But I'll be cooking some basic Filipino dishes like the chicken adobo, which is very popular over there. I'll be showing you how to prepare a crispy pata. I'll be doing all those things, and I will also be talking you through some of the requirements, administration requirements that you need to get sorted out with the embassy as a foreigner, expatriate going to live in the Philippines as well. So I'll be going through some of the documents, the best way of getting these documents efficiently and quickly, and some of the pitfalls by not getting the right documents beforehand. I'll be talking about getting to the Philippines economically and efficiently as well. In my opinion, which are the best routes to go from the UK, which airlines are the best, which give you the best service en route, etc. And then I'll be talking about some of the prime locations to go and stay initially in the Philippines if you're going there for the first time. Talking about the main islands and some of the less well-known islands and areas which are, in my opinion, and this is my opinion, probably better and safer for a foreigner going there for the first time. So that's it. Okay, talk to you again soon. Bye bye.